State grocery chain for many across the metro, and tonight there's a hint of Schnucks considering expanding its reach.
Before you fill your cart with fresh greens, have you ever wondered which supermarket veggies might be hiding more than vitamins? Today, Guilty Eat digs into 6 big-name grocery chains whose produce made news for all the wrong reasons. Stay with us, because you won't look at that bag of broccoli the same way again. Hello, Guilties. We all love the convenience of grabbing pre-washed salads, diced veggies, and bulk bell peppers from our favorite supermarket. But even reputable chains sometimes stock produce that gets recalled for bacterial contamination or other hazards. We're not here to bash your local grocer, just to share what food safety officials, journalists, and consumer advocates uncovered so you can shop smarter. In this video, we'll break down 6 grocery stores and specific vegetable products that were the subject of high-profile recalls. From potentially deadly bacteria to nationwide distribution lists that span dozens of states, you'll learn how seemingly innocent vegetables ended up on the FDA's radar. Watch all the way to the end and let us know in the comments if you've ever had to throw out recalled produce. Grab your shopping list because Guilty Eat is about to uncover what's hiding in the produce aisle. Walmart is America's largest retailer, which means that when a product goes wrong, it can affect thousands of shoppers. In late 2024, a voluntary recall shook Walmart's produce section. Braga Fresh Foods pulled 35,508 bags of market-side broccoli florets because a sample from a Texas Walmart tested positive for Listeria monocytogenes. Listeria is a bacterium that can cause serious infection, particularly in pregnant women, older adults, and people with weaker immune systems. What made this recall especially alarming was the FDA's classification. By February 2025, the agency had escalated the recall to a Class 1, its highest risk level, meaning there was a reasonable probability that consuming the product could cause serious adverse health consequences or death. More than 35,000 bags were affected. The recall wasn't confined to a single region. The 12-ounce bags with lot code BFFG327A6 and best if used by date of December 10, 2024, were sold at Walmart locations in 20 states, including Alaska, California, Texas, Washington, and many in between. Although the use-by date had passed by the time the FDA issued its alert, officials were concerned that consumers might still have the broccoli in their freezers. They urged shoppers to throw it away immediately and watch for symptoms of listeriosis, such as fever, severe headache, nausea, and diarrhea. Even though no illnesses had been reported at the time, the potential risk was serious enough to warrant national news coverage. Walmart was also implicated in a separate produce recall linked to Weir's Farm Inc., a supplier in Ohio. In July 2024, the company expanded a recall of cucumbers and peppers due to possible Listeria contamination. The FDA noted that packaged items such as poblano peppers, green beans, and salad cucumbers were sold at select Walmart stores in Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. Bulk items sold individually or by the pound, including Anaheim peppers, whole cucumbers, green beans, and parsley, were distributed to Walmart stores across Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. These vegetables were packed between July 5 to 12, 2024, and were recalled out of an abundance of caution after routine state testing detected Listeria. Kroger operates thousands of supermarkets under various regional names, and its fresh produce section is a go-to for families. In July 2024, however, the chain faced a recall that highlighted the risks of pre-cut vegetables. Supreme Service Solutions LLC, doing business as Supreme Produce, voluntarily recalled a range of cut vegetables and salsas sold at Kroger stores because they might be contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes. The recall was tied to items purchased from Weir's Farm Inc., the same Ohio supplier involved in the Walmart recall. The FDA announcement explained that Listeria infection can cause serious or fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. Symptoms for healthy individuals may include high fever, severe headache, and gastrointestinal distress. The recalled produce was distributed in Kroger retail stores across Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Missouri, and Ohio. Products included grab-and-go containers of pico de gallo, butternut squash cubes, chopped cilantro, diced jalapenos, fajita mixes, snacking peppers, grilling vegetable packs, vegetable kebabs, and more, with best-by dates ranging from July 9th to July 28th, 2024. The Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development discovered the potential contamination during routine sampling. No illnesses were reported, and the recall occurred quickly enough to prevent the products from remaining on shelves. Still, the sheer variety of items, from cilantro to guacamole, shows how cross-contamination at a supplier can affect multiple products. Kroger advised customers to discard any affected items and contact its customer support line with questions. Aldi is known for its low prices and no-frills shopping experience. But in July 2024, it became entangled in the same Listeria recall that affected Walmart and Kroger. When Weir's Farm Inc. expanded its recall, the FDA noted that certain retail packaged items were sold at Aldi stores in Kentucky, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. The specific items were Fresher Farms bagged green beans and bagged jalapenos. Because these products were distributed under a different brand name, many shoppers may not have realized that Aldi was part of the larger recall. As with the Walmart recall, the vegetables were packed during the first half of July 2024 and were pulled from shelves after state inspectors detected Listeria. Although no illnesses were linked to the recall, the potential risk was enough that Aldi's corporate offices issued notices to shoppers and removed affected products from stores. Fresher Farms is a brand that supplies multiple chains, highlighting how private label goods can originate from common suppliers. Save-A-Lot is a discount grocery chain with a significant presence in smaller communities. It too was listed among retailers carrying Weir's Farms potentially contaminated produce. The FDA's distribution list shows that bulk cucumbers, green beans, green bell peppers, poblano peppers, parsley, and other vegetables were shipped to Save-A-Lot stores across multiple states. For example, Save-A-Lot received recalled produce in Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Virginia, and West Virginia. In some states, the chain received only certain items, such as cucumbers and green bell peppers, while in others, it stocked a wider range of the recalled vegetables. Because Save-A-Lot often serves as the only supermarket in rural areas, the recall underscores how food safety issues can disproportionately affect consumers with limited options. Fortunately, there were no reported illnesses, but local media urged shoppers to check their produce and either return or discard any items that match the recall descriptions. Publix is a beloved southern grocery chain known for its friendly service and famous subs. In December 2023, it faced a recall that reminded shoppers that even healthy greens can harbor harmful bacteria. On December 15, 2023, the FDA announced a recall of certain bagged fresh spinach products due to potential contamination with Listeria monocytogenes. The recall applied to Fresh Express spinach, 8-ounce bag, and Publix spinach, 9-ounce bag. The spinach was distributed to retailers in 7 states: Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia, with use-by dates of December 14th and 15th. Although the dates had expired by the time of the notice, consumers were urged to check their refrigerators and throw away any affected packages. The recall began after the Florida Department of Agriculture conducted a routine test and found Listeria in a single package of spinach. No illnesses were reported, and no other Fresh Express products were involved. Nevertheless, Listeria infection can be severe or even fatal in high-risk groups, and symptoms may include fever, severe headache, nausea, and diarrhea. Publix responded by removing the spinach from shelves and offering refunds to customers. Fresh Express, which supplies many grocery chains, provided a hotline for consumers to request more information. Trader Joe's cultivates a cult following with its quirky products and affordable organic options. But in May 2016, the chain had to recall a popular prepared salad because of a Listeria scare. According to ABC7 San Francisco, Trader Joe's recalled more than 33,000 pounds of its broccoli slaw and kale salad after learning that the sunflower seeds used in the salad might be contaminated with Listeria. The salad was sold in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah, with use-by dates between May 2nd and May 7th. The recall was prompted by a separate frozen food company's announcement of a larger Listeria outbreak in frozen fruits and vegetables. Listeria can be deadly for young children, elderly people, and those with compromised immune systems. The recall's timing, just a few days after the salads were sold, likely prevented any illnesses. Trader Joe's encouraged customers to discard the salads or return them for a refund. although this particular recall occurred nearly a decade ago. It remains a cautionary tale about ready-to-eat salads that contain multiple ingredients, any one of which can introduce contamination. You made it to the end. We covered some shocking truths about 6 well-known restaurants and types of dining experiences. Remember, we're not telling you to ban these places forever. Instead, use this information to make smarter choices. Swap out high-calorie items, stay informed about supply chain recalls, and pay attention to hygiene and red flags. If this video helped you think twice before ordering, please smash that like button, subscribe to Guilty Eat for more deep dives into the food world, and drop a comment telling us which restaurant surprised you the most. Have a story about a buffet mishap or a tourist trap. We'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and eat wisely.